All right. We got that going. Looks like our iron is down the drain, but we knew that was going to happen. That's the entire reason we're doing our railroad system here. Go back to our train. And let's finally start loading our train stuff. So I'd like to have a 3 cargo train, but it's not strictly necessary. Can deal with 2, because we should have multiple trains on this track, so just having 2 should suffice. But let's set up for 3 just for right now, just to see if we can do it or not, you know. Put our train stops here. Far into line here. We're gonna name this it to a blue color. Change our train to a similar blue color. And we'll tell it to go to the main iron station. Go. Alright. So we did that just so we could line this up properly. And our fuel. So one thing that we'll have to remember to do is to fuel these trains somehow. We're gonna need to figure that out. Facing the wrong way. I'm sad. We're gonna have to recolor the train, I guess. Alrighty. Add our fuel again. Those are definitely different colors, but that is okay. Alright, so we're gonna have a 3 chest buffer here, because why not? Having a buffer will help us, so, you know, eventually it might get to the point where we're covering up so many iron that the trains aren't going to be doing anything, and we want them to be doing something, so might as well have the buffer, and then at that point we could always add more smelting. So why have a 3 chest buffer instead of just a 2? I'm not sure. I just like being super prepared. And the more I think about it, I guess the more a 2 chest buffer will be fine. Because we have 3 cargo trains, I don't think we need more than that actually. Because at the point where both of these are full, we should definitely just add more smelting. At least that would be the hope. So let's grab more belts. And then we'll do a similar thing by our other side. This is pretty nice. I didn't think we'd get so many belts that quickly compared to before. We're going to be using up all those wood belts very soon. Once we get robots, we can upgrade our whole system here. So we're just going to a little bit of this. I just need to add the footer, and I don't want to... Oh, no, I do. I guess I do. Go. Press R and we rotate it. So what we're gonna do is we're putting all these into one, and then we should bring them all on over. So I have, let me do a couple. Oh, I was gonna do a quick test and seeing how they would fill it out. Because if possible, we'd like to have it be a double-sided belt. But I don't think it's going to fill that way because these are going to be on the opposite side here and on the right side, and these are going to be on the left side. But maybe they will if I put them to one. Well, we'll have to check. I completely forgot how this works. So we have 3 sections here. We'll just output this and then again bring them to right there. Let's put down our power. And we're ready to go. Now we just need to go to our iron patch and good things are going to happen. Probably. Meantime, we can get these same. So 69. Look at that. Alright, so our main concern here was that this might not be long enough for 3 cargo train. And the brakes. We don't have the brakes researched, so it takes a little bit longer to get that done. Okay, so it looks like we're just good to have this straight path here be enough for 3. I'm pleased with that. Call this iron pickup or iron field. At the station, we'll back it up and move it in. And this is again just to make sure that we are lined up properly. We don't want to have this all stand up. We don't want it to set up this whole thing and then be off on the cargo. So iron field. There we go. Let's turn this to manual so it doesn't leave on us. So for right now, we're just going to do a one-sided fill because we just want to make sure it works first off. And then once we get this working, we can add it to the other side and then have it work a little bit faster. We are going to have 1 chest buffer. And we'll have another chest buffer on this side. This way, it should always have enough to input into our trains. Looks like we are out of stack inserters. We don't have the iron. So we're going to do this for now. And hope that's going to be good enough. So how are we going to distribute our lines here? I think what we decided was to have the bottom to go on the other side, and then these 2 distribute to these guys. It's not really ideal. We might just be better off having the one side because if we were using a 2 cargo, I think that would warrant having the other side, but depending on how fast that these stack inserters will work, I don't think we'll be able to fill both sides properly with this amount of iron on the line. But we shall see. We'll just use the 2 for now. And so that means we're going to bring this up. then we'll just split our arm off. So instead of having these two go to the back, for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have each one of these go to one of these, and then leave that one free for now. And then we can always adjust this later when we decide what we want to do. Again, we're really just looking to make sure that this works properly. And there we go. Let's put down our power. I'm gonna pick up all the junk that's on the ground. So these are gonna feel kind of slow because they're using fast inserters instead of stack inserters, but it'll do the job for now. All right, that's done. Theoretically, this should work as long as we get in here. Let's work on our conditioning. So for the iron, we want, let's have it wait there for at least 30 seconds. Or, I always have to think about this. For these conditions, that means these are the conditions for it to leave, I believe. So we want it to leave when it has empty cargo. And then for the iron field, we want it for at least 30 seconds or full cargo. Or item count of iron or more than, these are 4K each, I think. 50 times 1, 3, 6, 9, 10. So 500, 2,000. Okay, so it's 2,000 each, so it'd be 6,000. So we want it to be greater than at least 5,000, I guess. The reason I don't want to just have full cargo inventory, because sometimes, you know, it might be... Actually, no, never mind. I forgot about the time thing. So sometimes, like, it's not going to be... We're not going to have enough ore to fill these up in a decent amount of time. So I'd like to have them sit here, at least for a little bit. And then once they get to that point where either a minute has passed or they have full cargo inventory, they just leave. So that should be good. Alright, so let's make this automatic. And we'll see if it can get to the 2 stations just fine. If it can, then we can start adding our rail signals just to make it a little bit better. We're going to make these guys unidirectional. So this is going to be going east, and the bottom one's going to the west. Hey, dude, how's it going? We're testing out our train. It runs soon. This patch is not filling up as much as I'd like. Curious about the double-headed train. So right now we have a janky setup at the end here. My plan is to have it just come in and then have any train waiting right here if it needs to. and then it can head out. Probably a better way to do this, but I didn't have too much room here that and I wanted to save some space, so that's what I'm doing at least. Oh. Cool. Okay, so we made it. That's good. Now we just need to put these onto our line, and we'll have our iron set up. And then after that, we can add our rail signals and get everything going. So what I want to do is I want to add these guys right here, basically, because all of my iron is going to be processed right here. And then, so I'd add our line into these two, I'd balance it out, and then that should be good to go. We do have 3 lines here. I'm not sure. I guess ideally we'd have 2 lines coming up into here and adding to these, and then 3 once we have this one going. But we only have 2 right now, so I'm just going to bring this one up. We'll add it to here, and then bring these 2 up to loading. Alright. So, in reality, we're really not getting much iron ore from our mine that's here, because there's only 36k left. So what we could do is we could reverse the how this belt goes, and then we won't have to have this loop around. We're only using this loop because this is the original way that it was going, and we still have this ore that we can use. So I think what I want to do is I want to keep it this way for now. We'll have this loop, and then afterwards we'll once this really dries up, we can reverse it and make it look a little bit nicer. Need to autoload fuel to train. You are correct. I will get to that sometime. I just want to make sure that we can get this going first. And a belt. We'll need to grab some more, but that looks good. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to here, a little bit of that. We'll need to grab another splitter, and then I'm going to discontinue this second line and put these 2 together, because this is sparse enough as is that I don't need both lines going. I did the one on the left, so I'll probably need to fix this, but that's okay. Yeah, this is you can see this is all we have left of our nice patch that we had started with. It's a little sad. I really don't need to pick this up. I will leave it there for now. So we have left side going through. We actually want to reverse this. There we go. So we're definitely going to want to upgrade our belts here into red pretty soon. Because I think at the current rate, we can only have six on both sides working because these are going as at twice the speed as normal furnaces. So I think that's how that works. I think if these were normal furnaces, we could do all 12, but since they are the steel furnaces that have a crafting speed of 2, we get half of that. At least that seems to be the case that we're looking at here. And it looks like our electricity has finally reached that point where we need to add more. Let's go do that. How's our coal patch looking? 235k. I think that's fine for now. We might want to start considering looking to get some more coal into this line. Also, we'll need to take some coal from this and fuel our trains. Let's see. I was here for something. What was I here for? I've already forgotten. What are we doing? Power, that's what we're here for. Okay. How long is this gonna take to put on this belt? Too long, I guess. We're almost done. Power through. Got another one. Can get a lot more ore input if I don't combine coal and ore before that splitter. Have 2 splitters facing each other 1 lane apart and bring coal in on one side and ore on the other. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, you mean have 2 lines of both of these going into here? Does that really change much? I'm not really sure. I don't think I understand what you mean by having the 2 splitters face each other. Let me go over there. I need to make more splitters anyways. Let's pick up some iron so we can make our steam engines and whatnot in the meantime. Put some rails away. Don't need all right now. And let's grab more iron. We're gonna need a couple more of those. Splitters. Okay, so let me try to parse what you're trying to say, or what you mean here. So this is 2 splitters, 1 lane. No, that's 2 lanes apart. That's 2 splitters. Post link. Yeah, give me a second. There you go. Look at that. Okay, let me... So how does this change, or why is this better than just having them connect to each other? Because I'm looking at this and it seems like you're splitting one belt onto the middle belt. You're splitting it to two sides, but isn't that the same as splitting one to two different belts? Because your input is still one line of coal and one line of copper, or one line of iron, right? Yeah, both lines of belt flow either way. Let me... Maybe I'm not understanding. Let me try to set up and see how that works. We'll just use yellow inserters for now. Right now, half your iron lane isn't moving. I see. Okay, alright. I guess I understand your point then. I did not realize that. Okay. Interesting. Let's see how I would set this up then. So we have one going here. There. We put it. Let me look at your picture again. Interesting. Okay. I see. Thank you for that. I hadn't realized that I was only using one side of the belt here. I guess I misunderstood how quickly those load. Interesting. Alright, we'll take note of this and use this in the future. We'll just do the same thing here, and they managed to kill a turret, and then they went upwards. Good for you, team. Thank you for doing that rather than attacking the wall. I'll have to go and check that out soon. Finish this up. So we'll have... Need to make more splitters. Go grab some more iron and some circuits. So we can make some fast splitters. No reason to use yellow splitters right now when we have access to better things. Alright, so... time? Go. Make sure we are clearing our belt and make sure they're going to the right spot. All right, cool. Thanks again for the tip. We should do the same thing here. And we should definitely increase our copper mining. Because we've been kind of neglecting that since we haven't been using it. Drop the splitter. Over here. Just to the left of the copper red. I'm blind. Oh, it's right there. Okay, I gotcha. I will pick that up in a second. Thank you. We have too many things going on. Oops. Fortunately, that was the wrong side, huh? So much coal. We'll have to monitor that, make sure that the splitters didn't get seized up there. Or the inserters, I mean. It's happened a lot. I think we picked it up. No? It's right here, right? And I don't see it anymore. But I don't have a yellow... It was a yellow splitter, right? Splitters on right coal. Well, it's... Oh, I see. I got it. I thought there was one right there. Thank you. Cool. So we have that going now. Let's check out how this is going. How much of a buffer do we have? Decent. And it should be... So the issue here is going to be that how quickly can we get coal, or not coal, iron into the chests for our trains to pick up? Because it might not be, because you can see that we're not picking up that. Oh, you know, we never did electricity. It might not be filling those chests fast enough to fill up our trains, and if we have more than one train, then it might just not ever fill up. So we need to figure out a better way to do that, maybe. Okay. They're actually running out of coal. I'm hoping that's because our electricity is low and therefore our miners are not mining as quickly as they should. And I'm instead of our coal mine not providing enough. And I'll put the extra one down here. Why not? It's keeping up precious inventory space that I would like. should really just use red belts here. Because burner inserts can only pull from yellow belt. What I'd like to do is have a second faster belt to put coal on at intervals. Well, doesn't that just double work? Why not just upgrade your inserters? They're really nice. They're just going up the line instead of breaking through the walls. I'm very happy that you guys are doing that. Thank you for your kind service. If I ran out, then powered inserters can't turn back on. True enough, and that has happened to me in the past. But that's a problem for future me, if that does happen. And hopefully we can get this going for that, so that doesn't really happen. We can start diverting more coal to this side if we need to. I think right now it's mainly just because we don't have the electricity to back it up. And once we get the electricity going, it should be fine again. At least that's what I'm hoping. But how long do burner inserters last anyways, if they have a full set of coal? I'm assuming a very long time, huh? Can you load burner inserters with inserters? I've never actually tried doing that. We should add more mining to this coal here. Make it a little bit more uniform. Okay, power's back online. We'll upgrade all of this belt. Burner inserter self-fuel. Oh. I did not know that either. I guess I could have figured that out, but neat. I will consider using those in the future then. Those are like the priority split output. That makes sense. I'm going to remine how this is going and see if we can get a better output. If we absolutely need to do that or not. We should still do it, but so we're gonna be in dangerous territory here. Getting rid of all the coal input. I think this will help us out a little bit more in the end. Have any coal on us? Again, it's not really a big deal if we run out of electricity here. We're not relying on any laser turrets to save our base, so a few moments of no electricity is not the end of the world for us. Looks like one of our trains ran out of fuel. And when I say one of our trains, I mean our only train. Okay, we just gotta make sure that we're not mining any copper. We can always put a filter on this if we want to, but that's extra work. No one wants the extra work. Alright, somehow we still haven't run out of power, so hopefully we can salvage all of that before that happens. Gotcha, yeah, I'll add it. Thanks. Where is our power? There we go. I think everything's working here. I don't actually know what this yellow means. What does the second bar mean? Mining productivity? So, why is it a bar? Wouldn't it just give me a stat instead? I mean, shouldn't this just say I have plus 10% or something? What is this? Like when it fills up, what does that mean? Because the green bar is them mining, right? Is that what mining productivity means? Oh, okay. You know, I had never internalized that until now. For some reason, I was thinking productivity would just mean it would do that calculation automatically. But cool, that's a nice visual thing. I had not realized that was a thing to begin with, but neat. Thanks for... Right. Thanks for letting me know about the productivity thing. Okay, so we finally have all of our iron set up. I think it's time to start working on our bot network. Or maybe... Let's mine some more copper, actually. Call for train. Thank you. Too many things. Keep forgetting. Even with the icons. We'll fuel it up the manual way first, and then we'll add the coal. We just need to splitter it over. Fortunately, it stopped pretty close to us. Pretty close. A little far, but... Oh, that's getting more substantial. Probably go check that out soon. Okay, we have 11 turrets with us. We have enough ammo, so we just have to head over there. Okay, let me do this refuel real quick before I forget. Where's the best place to grab the coal from? I guess just right here. There's no reason not to. Darn it. One off. I'll be able to get through, so I'll just bring it around the back. I know there's probably a cleaner way of doing this, but this should work out just fine. We're gonna bring the train back, or take the train back so we can do our turret stuff. I really should start making something, but it's fine. I need to also cancel those. Yeah, there's really not much back up here. These are already out now. Alright. So they're really just moving up the line for whatever reason. They started at the bottom. Oh. Okay. There just used to be a base over here, but now they've expanded all the way that way. I see. That's why the attacks have been a little bit more ferocious than before. Where it was just like 3 coming at me at a time. I probably should put a full stack in each of these, but I'm only going to put 100 right now because I don't think I have enough to spread across all of them. Alright, there's a set coming at us right now. We'll see where they go, and then we can reinforce that area. Air pollution is just getting to them now. Yeah, there still isn't any biters on this side yet, or up to here at least. That's where our radars are. It could be in this section, but the pollution's not up to them yet. Alright guys, any day now. I'd like to see where you are attacking. I don't want to aggro them because that wouldn't give us a good idea of what's happening. Okay, while we're waiting for them to attack, let's see what else we could be doing. So we pretty much have everything that we need for robots at this point, so we can start getting those online once we get back to our base. Because we should have a decent stack of batteries now. Yeah, we have 2K batteries. That's not too bad. Full sulfuric acid. Beryllium's still going strong. We're out of heavy oil, and that's what we want again. We can get rid of one of these now. And then we can start using light oil and maybe get more solid fuel in preparation for our rocket fuel later on. Guys, I wanna attack? I'm giving you guys a bunch of pollution. Guess not. We're giving you some pollution. Guess I'll start walking away then. Be a shame you started attacking me now. Now that I'm away from the wall. Totally undefended. Other than all the turrets. Yeah, looking at how we're mining this, I think this is the fastest we can get. So there's definitely no reason to do another side, because we wouldn't be able to fill them properly, because we can barely fill these just up to begin with. It's a pretty sizable amount. We should really go kill them, I guess, very soon. We have energy armor now, so, or like the energy shield, so it should be a lot easier than last time. But then again, they are much stronger than they were, so I guess we'll have to find out. And we're still using the same old turrets with the same old ammo. Oh, sorry. F4 and click show paths. So this is, let's see. This is neat. So I guess each of these are a different nest setting. They have blue, some of them are coming this way. Looks like most are going this way. Huh, that's cool. Sorry for ignoring chat. I was my own little world, I guess. So if they're all coming over here, then that means I can just buff this up. Red and blue going into the base are the entities they are trying to attack. Oh, well. Look at that. That's gone now, so they're all just coming this way. Interesting. That's cool. I was not aware of this setting, the debug pathways. And these, they try to attack changes to their path, they will try to take tool changes too. Well, I will keep an eye on that then. Thank you for telling me about that. I had no idea. That would have been very helpful for like wave defense. And now I can like actually check if putting up walls and stuff will change their attack pattern. That's pretty neat. Cool, train's here. Let's catch it and head back. And we can just come back here later. Looks like our turrets are still up to the job of defending, so I'm not in too much of a rush to get these bases killed, but we should definitely do that soon. I just want to get us to a good point of autonomy in our base before we head off and ignore it for a while. We should also consider doing our oil stuff soon. Although we're pretty good on our oil, so I'm not in any rush. We're out of oil here, but our petroleum is pretty full, so, and our plastics we're not really using quite yet. But we have some time on that. And I'm okay with just having the one train going right now, so we can add the second train and the rail signals later on once we feel the need to. But we've never actually expanded our copper at all, and I was planning on mining a little bit more so we can get this saturated and then expand that a little bit. Let's do that real quick. Shouldn't take too long. Okay. So I think, well, that's basically doubling our copper here. Add it and good to go. These are all done for. That still had some left, but 500, it's alright. Losing these. Okay, what did we do here? Oh. We should move up power poles. Now that we're not supplying anything on this side, we can do that. That will get the ones on top. Alright. So I don't... this guy up. I think we can move this iron a little bit, and that way we can fix our copper. There's not much coming down this line, so having it like that without a splitter is fine by me. I should really just reverse this. Yeah, I did see the coal. I'll grab it in a second. But thanks. Should have cleaned up everything here. Yeah. They're just these two that were adding the coal there. Alright. So that should be good to go now. We might want to actually add a second line of copper. And we could easily do that. We just put this iron line to the one that we had before and then make this copper. You're right. You're right. No reason to have all that going. Oh, why would you do this? Luckily, these guys should all aggro. Maybe. I'll head over there in a second. I don't think there'll be too many problems there. Backed up on iron. We're probably not using all of our iron. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. We still have a decent amount of copper going, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's go kill all those biters. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm a little wary of doing it here because sometimes doing this will block these guys, but have to be careful about it. Okay, there we go. Let's grab some iron with us so we can make stuff on the way there. And let's see, what else do we need? Let's grab some ammo. Okay, we're still okay. Grab some ammo. Probably want more ammo than that, huh? Topping this off so we can come back to it and grab more later. And then we can use up all these engines and start making some blue science again. Make some more turrets if we want to continue this. And then we should grab some grenades. I guess it's time to just go kill those bases off. No reason to let them continue annoying me like this. Alright. Sounds good, Dune. So, have fun with your stream. Yeah, I would be interested in playing sometime. If you want to carry me. have my car on me? I do. But return in the car. We haven't used you in a while. Make sure we don't get hit by a train. Keep running into things because I'm not looking at the screen. Oh, dang it. I was gonna make blue science. Is this on its way soon? It is. Well, we'll take this back and pick up some blue science. Or pick up some solid fuel and make blue science. Because we're still waiting on the turrets to be made anyways, so that should be fine. Now, I don't really want this train to take this path, but I did say it couldn't, so can't really be mad at that. Alright, so we're gonna get out of the train and we're not gonna move, and hopefully we will not die. Okay, cool. Probably should get out over here. Oh well. Yeah, you can see we're struggling on that copper. So we should expand that later. But I'm content with having that go right now. Alright, so there we go. We used up all of our engines, I guess. We used up most of them. I'm fine with that. Alright, we're gonna go save the day over there now. Down our car again. Every time I see this copper patch, I think it's like either trains, some biters, or just something. I don't know. Okay, we are here. Let's get ready to kill stuff.